think the main thing is that people feel that we makan the money, which we don't. My name is Waiman. I'm a Senior Assistant Director with the Public Trustee's Office, Ministry of Law. The main role would include distributing unnominated CPF monies and also administer small estates. These are the two main roles. We also do some other roles such as administering bona vacantio estates. When a person passes on, if he has made a will, the monies will be distributed in accordance to his or her last wish. If there's no will made, the monies will be distributed in accordance to our civil law. That one is the ISA. That one, there is a distribution rule stated there. If there is children, it will be 50% to the spouse, 50% to split by all the children. Then followed by that, there will be grandparents, if there's no parents, and so on, brothers, sisters, and we just go on.
If you reach the end of the list and there's
No one, yes. Then we will deem this as a bona vacantio estate. Or if it's a Muslim, then it will be according to the Sharia court's inheritance certificate, the shareholdings and the beneficiaries listed there. And that one is following AMLA, Administration of Muslim Law Act. For unnominated CPF monies, it will be referred to us by CPF board. That means if they have made a nomination, it doesn't come to us at all. CPF board will pay out the monies directly. And this monies is distributed in accordance to the ISA. There are rules stipulated there. We will follow the rules and try to trace the next of kin. For estate which are above $50,000 in value, we can't administer if there's next of kin. But if it is one that is more than $50,000 in value and there is no next of kin, then the public trustee may step in to administer such an estate. We are usually informed by some agencies who could have been doing some rectification work on properties. They will come to us and say, hey, this looks like an abandoned property. Then we will try to see whether is this really one that's ownerless. We try to see whether we can trace any next of kin. If we can't, then we just go and inspect first. Then after that, we will apply to the court for letter of administration. It's granted to the state. Then we will start. If need to, we may have to break into the property. Because it might be locked to see, break into the property, then start searching through one more time to ensure that there is no documentations to show that, or there's no clues that there might be a legal next of kin somewhere outside there. Then collect all the valuables, bring it back to the office. The next part is get a cleaner to go and clear the property. That means everything has to be disposed of. The next step is engage an estate manager, market the property, sell it off. Whatever whereby we feel that is of value that can be contributed to the estate, we will collect. So the movable items which we think are of value, we will have to sell it off in an auction subsequently. It will be fixed like maybe once a year, that kind.
So the collective money from the sale of the property and sale of all the items.
We do try our best to find, but it's only when we really cannot find, then it has to go somewhere, right? So it's to the state. The monies are always there. Even if at this point in time, they couldn't come up with the documents to claim the monies, right? The government will not, the state will not take the monies. We will just put it in the unclaimed. Anytime, even 10 years, 20 years later, when they can gather all the required documents, right, they can always come back to us to claim the monies. It will always be there. There are certain cases, it brings out a lot of empathy in us and my colleague. The first experience was a bit more memorable, so-called. It was because the condition of the property was horrible. It's a shop house. So when we went there, right, the neighbors were like quite, not say enthusiastic to see us. They were like, hey, who are you? How come you are here? You know, the person died here many years ago. No, she's very rich. You know, when she died, everybody rushed up to her house to snatch all her jewelry. Yeah, so we hear a lot of stories. So it was like, oh, okay. And then the place was locked up. Then when we peeked through, we see that it's dark, right? Got smell, that kind. So when we went into the property, it was, literally there's no way, you don't see an empty pathway. So we were really there to try to see who is this person who died. Because we don't have a name, right? We don't know who she is. So we tried to search through her properties, her belongings, and we found photographs of her. She seems to be like a cabaret dancer last time when she was young. She's very pretty, a very colourful life. But when you think, you look at the condition of her property, and we know that she died inside there, you can still see the place where she died. So it's like, why is it that when she's old, it's like she's so lonely, she died on her own, nobody knows. So we would see if there's any way we can like also make ourselves feel better and to also like let the deceased have some closure. We will do a last rites for them. Yeah, and this money is actually from our own pocket. It's not from the taxpayers' money. When we were personally there doing inspections, right, sometimes you might feel like there's an extra pair of eyes there, that kind of feeling. We don't really say that we feel scared. No, not that way. What is on our mind is that we are doing our job. We're trying to close a chapter of someone's life now. I think the main thing is that people feel that we makan the monies, which we don't. When the public trustee pays out monies, right, it's really real cash, And to pay out the monies, we really need to ensure that the people we pay is the correct beneficiaries. It's like we have to exercise due diligence. So many times, member of public may feel that, hey, you're making obstacles for us. You request for so many documents, so many proofs. You're trying to absorb the monies yourself, make us give up claiming the monies. They have this kind of conception sometimes. For a start, they can actually go to mylegacy.gov.sg. It is a website which makes planning easy and convenient. There's a step-by-step guides on how they can do plannings. They can also share this information with their loved ones. So if there's a need, these people can actually go and access and check out the information there. I would think it's important if you want to avoid conflicts among family members. After all, it's the last wish of a deceased person, you see. It also helps to secure the future of your loved ones.